far. It's a very important matchup for them, but they've got to know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and then the Reza coming through as well for the side of Nova, a pick that we've seen have a ton of success over in Europe. On the side of Tribe, a little bit unconventional there too, having Tony, Adagio, and Catherine, 3 heroes that can all be captain or be flexed into a carry position. We'll have to see where they decide to go. One thing that we aren't seeing in this draft, though, was banned, is Krull. Krull has a brand new skin. Samurai Krull looks amazing in game, and if you want to get your hands on that skin, make sure you tweet using the hashtag VPL and tag a friend, and you could be winning this skin for free. We have 4 total winners to be announced this weekend. We've already given away 1 at the end of the European broadcast. We have 3 remaining to give out, so make sure you get involved on Twitter, on social media, so that you can get yourself a free skin.
A great looking skin. Definitely Krull, a very strong hero in this Sovereign's Rise 5 versus 5 matchup. Not going to see him here, but we're going to go ahead and hop onto the Sovereign's Rise.
All right, we're hopping onto the Sovereign's Rise like little bunnies. We got Nova going up against Tribe. This is going to be a pretty fire little matchup right here. I'm Humanist, joined by Denominate. What's up, dude?
Hey, glad to be with you here, Humanist. We have an exciting matchup here today as we have Nova going up against Tribe. And I must say, we were talking about it a little bit before the broadcast. I'm excited to see some Finn make it through this weekend.
Dude, little Finn getting in here. Finn, one of my all-time favorite heroes. How is it going to play out here?
I definitely think it has quite a unique sentiment here because there's a lot of crowd control on the side of Tribe. And Finn, we all know, he is quite unstoppable, as well as if Eco can land a good hook, a forced accord onto Old School, they could set up some big plays onto the Celeste, pulling them into perhaps a Kestrel stun, Idris Chakram coming through, a lot of playmaking potential out of this combination.
A lot of playmaking potential out of this combination, a lot of playmaking potential out of these players. Indeed, a lot of all-stars out on the rise right now. And there's kind of soft invades happening on both sides. I don't think either team really looking to commit early on here. Just get some of that jungle camp, easy rotations, and some of that lane form.
Yeah, neither team really has an outstanding level 1. You can definitely argue a little bit that the Tony, when he hits level 2 and has the Jawbreaker and has the Trash Talk, he could definitely be a bully in the face of the enemy. Same with Erica Kane over here on the Reza. The level 2 spike is huge, but right at that early level 1, I don't really think either team has a distinct advantage.
No distinct advantage. I mean, how do they grind that advantage out?
Well, now that we're getting into level 2, this is where we're going to start to see some of those rotations and potentially get some small skirmishes to break out. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Gabe Bizzle. He's going to be playing on the Captain Tony this game, but we know how disruptive Tony can be coming through with that Jawbreaker, even taunting enemies back, maybe into just that last hit zone. Definitely capable of doing so. Erica Kane on the Reza has a lot of harass potential though here in the early game on the Reza, as well as Delphi now with the 5 crystal bits. He has those ranged attacks and he can be an absolute menace to a target like Celeste or this Adagio, who don't have any way to move really out of that chakra.
Talking about moving, we see some movement up towards top. Xenos close under the turret there, and kind of potentially a wasted rotation out of Starling and Eco as they move from mid up towards that top lane. Not going to find anybody, but they'll just go ahead and reset. In the meantime, Old School and Gabe Bizzle look to make their own rotations. And you mentioned Delphi applying some pressure up in top, but he's really hanging out in bottom.
Yeah, we will actually see junglers will prioritize bottom lane quite a bit. First Blood is going to go over to Joseph, though, as they pick Delphi off coming out a little bit too far. The reason you'll typically have a jungler focusing on their respective bottom lane is because that's a priority on where their jungle rotations are. Top lane quite often is going to clear out their own jungle, as well as the mid laner will typically be clearing out that crystal buff, and maybe even the doubles trying to get those level spikes. For example, Old School on the Celeste needs to hit level 8, get that additional range, and that's when he starts to really become scary. So for Delphi, all of his gold is primarily going to be the lower half of the jungle and getting ambient gold with Truth, and even in the mid lane every time he makes a rotation up, maybe get some ambient there.
I mean, it all makes sense, but at the same time, I feel like it means the lane's going to be fairly easy for DNZO up against Erica on that Reza. Should be doing okay now. It looks like actually Tribe might have found starting all over. He's able to get back. Actually turns around, gets the stun onto Old School. Gabe jumps in, front lining for his Celeste there. And Old School still able to get that Crystal Tree in. So some nice teamwork there, starting kind of just getting thwarted.
Yeah, they were able to steal that Crystal Treant, but it's important to make note that Delphi was able to take the Treant out of the Tribe jungle as well. So good trade-off there. Gold is basically dead even here. Maybe a couple hundred in favor of Nova here, coming into 5 minutes in the game. So both teams playing it very, very well. We see a little bit of vision starting to develop for some of these teams, but look at Tribe's vision is a little bit deeper into the enemy jungle. We have that one cam down there at the weapon Treant, and that can definitely spot on a rotation. Like right now, Delphi going for that Treant. They know they have a little bit more leeway because that heavy engage that Delphi can eventually put down, they know where he is. They have that safety net there.
A little bit of a safety net. I guess it just allows you to really make those safe rotations, and then also know that you can just back, buy items, do whatever you want. In that meantime, you're not going to be pressured out there. The Tribe having nice vision down, the information paying off for them. Max taking a little damage from Truth over here as they contest her on the healing tree, and Max able to secure that. The meantime, it's just Nova has very clean rotations, but not grabbing too much out of the map here. Now, Zio diving up in the top lane on Erica. We might see more rotations up there. It felt like they really wanted to fight. Zio pulled back. Gabe Vizzle's here, ready to back Zio up. Can't believe Zio is actually diving turrets at this point, 5.5 minutes in. This is a very slow Finn. Potentially going to go down. Healing Flask at the last second. He'll stay alive. That was a pretty interesting little trade right there.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Eco's going to make it out alive. See the good use of the minion candy there by the side of Nova. Minion candy, a little bit cheaper this update, a little bit more viable to use because you're not really starving yourself out. And it helps keep the wave under control for the most part.
Old School up near the top item shop here. But Soa is starting as they both make rotations around each side of that wall there. Not going to find anything, and then right back to mid. It's Joseph's made his way over as well. The glaive is something that the Kestrel really has to fear. If he can get on top, he'll just blow that Kestrel up. Right now, Old School and Joseph trying to get some damage on the turret, but getting lit up by starting. He just drops those glimmers. A little splash damage. They really have to respect that.
And meanwhile, top lane, Dienzio and Gabevizzle have been making a push onto Erica Kane. They were able to pick up a kill onto Eco.
Pulled back. Oh, he'll be able to get out with the ult there. Dienzio finds up with the ult. Nothing comes of that one.
Erica Kane was able to use that Nether Form detonator to create some distance, get out of the ultimate, that Verse of Judgment coming from Dienzio, and is even able to save the turret. Tribe, they did apply a minion candy last wave to apply a little bit of extra pressure, and they might be able to take a kill or a turret here.
Oh, Max incredibly low. One more attack would have bounced and found the kill there. They'll be able to get the turret. They just back on out. They're going to clear a scout camp. Probably take the healing tree in here. Joseph's not going to get in on that one. And Nova able to really take a lot there.
Yeah, they were able to stick the roots in, able to pick up a kill, pick up a turret even, and now they sit a little bit of gold ahead of Tribe, and they've got to be feeling a little bit comfortable because you really want this early and mid-game spike out of both the Reza and out of Idris to really take hold, and I think they've done a good job on their rotations, making sure they're doing so.
Yeah, well, they got something, but right now, top's being taken down, and it feels like there's no answer. Gabe Vizzle, he's going to stun into the taunt. Erica able to just sneak out of that one more time. That'll be the first fountain usage from Eco. We switch the camera back over towards the mid lane. Even more action happening here. Delphi booting forward, looking for Old School, finding Max. One shot, chunking on through the Celeste there. And Skull's really going to have to respect the damage coming out of this Kestrel.
Yeah, absolutely. Traded one turret for one turret, so Tribe not too far behind, but Old School, he is approaching level 8. We were talking about it earlier, that additional range coming out of those Heliogenesis is an important part of the kit here out of this Celeste, so definitely a lot of potential for Tribe to start taking over this game fairly quickly. Max Green on this carry Catherine, approaching level 8 as well, going to have that overdrive on the Merciless Pursuit. Obviously, we have the Blast Tremor online as well, and that silence, that team-wide silence, now able to affect 5 targets. So we're going to have to see if Max Green can set up any good plays for his team.
Oh, I'm sure Max can set up some good plays for his team, but right now, with the Ghost Wing buff, it's going to be Nova moving on forward, and if they're able to put a little bit of damage on some of these heroes, they could successfully get onto this turret rather easily. We'll see, though. Can try mounted defense as the damage starts to rain on through. One shot, threading the needle in the negative there. Not the way he would have liked that. And Nova just going to continue to show aggression here, Noms. Are they playing with fire?
They definitely could be. Tribe, they have a distinct advantage with the Glaive going into the Crystal Kestrel. While Kestrel is very good at playing that backline and hiding from the fight, as soon as I Love Joseph can make that engagement with an Afterburn, which is a very, very quick ability to use, he has the potential to keep starting all over from setting down any more active camos, and that creates a little bit of a weakness because that invisibility is this Kestrel's only defense, realistically.
Only defense, sometimes can be used offensively, but you know, actually one of my favorite combos in the game is actually the Kestrel and the Finn. Like if you get an active camo trap down, pull into that, and if you can pop that trap, holy nuts.
Yeah, but with Gabe Vizzle on the other side working into that Crucible, I doubt we're going to see any Forced Accord usage land in the later stages of this game. Joseph forcing that wave up there, getting some gold under this Glaive's belt. He's gone with the Tension Bow and going into an Aftershock, so he's looking for that bursty on-hit Glaive build, and it's very good into a squishy target like the Kestrel on the backline, especially when your reposition puts them now injured in front of your team.
Kind of crazy that nobody just died down in bottom. A little bit of aggression happening in the top Crystal Treant. Almost 3 or 4 deaths happening in the bottom lane there. Everybody getting out safely. Back though, Erica spotted by Joseph. And he's going to be just fine. Old School too low on health to actually look to make a trade there.
Yeah, and sometimes that is the case. Starting has reached level 10 here on the Kestrel and has quite a decent power spike with Spellfire. Obviously that damage over time can set off traps, but oh no, Gabe Vizzle!
Oh no, Gabe Vizzle. He's okay! Noms, it's okay, relax. Dienzo, he's pulled in though, taking a nice chunk of damage. He'll be able to get himself out of there. Man, everybody's low on try, but nobody going down there. We're still 1-11 minutes in. Now, Truth and Delphi making some rotations over, but Max Green not really the target they want. Although they should be able to power on through this turret here, and Max can just kind of watch as that damage is applied. One shot coming on through with the block. He's just going to have enough life to stay alive. Wow.
Yeah, just barely making it out. Max Green, the escape artist here on this Catherine. Level 9 has a second point into that Blast Tremor. A little bit lower cooldown on that ability now, so gonna be up more frequently. I Love Joseph just barely able to get out there in the top lane, and now this might be an opportunity for Nova to push into this turret.
Get him! Zio, he'll throw that reflex, get himself back there. He's gonna be just fine. Zio, I love you, but you know, I'd love to see Nova find a win up against Tribe here, as they do come in slightly as the underdogs, but Truth doing work here. Is he gonna find Max? Yeah, he's got him. Truth doing work. Now he's got his breaking point, Poison Shiv win condition met at this point. It's actually moving into a 3v2 situation. Delphi on the backside. The heals will come out and keep Old School alive. Delphi's fallen. Truth, he'll be able to find one more kill, looking for another. A Sonic Zoom, almost enough damage to take him out. Old School walked right into it. Old School thought he was playing Ozo. Messed up.
Yeah, a little bit questionable play there from the side of Old School. Giving up that death gives up a turret for sure there in the mid lane, and that's going to give Nova a turret advantage. Tribe, they've been able to take down 1, but Nova have been able to bring down 3 whole turrets now. 2 in the mid lane, 1 down there in bottom. Ghostwing is now up. Black Claw has landed. So we have a lot of potential coming up here in the next couple minutes for either one or both of these dragons to be taken. And with the Tribe mid lane crippled the way it is, there's a possibility for Nova to get a really strong push here early on in this game.
There's a lot of possibilities right here, right now. Fairly even game, definitely could go either way. I feel like Vision continues to be super important for both of these teams, specifically for starting on the Kestrel. Max's stun blocked off. Nova kind of grouping up down here. A little bit of a choke point fight potential happening down here, which would be pretty nice for Nova if they could force Tribe into that. But Tribe not really walking into anything like that.
Well, they're not looking to, but Max Green might get a little bit caught with some damage here.
We'll see. Honestly, it feels like Truth pretty low on energy. They'll start to get forced back here. If he gets some breaking point stacks and he's in a good place, almost every one of these fights is going to go over to Nova. The Vox has just shown us time and time again, not a lot has changed with this hero here. Now Tribe almost kind of forcing this. Joseph, is he booting into position? No, he's just running down the river. He'll knock Delphi back closer to his own turret. Eco with the Flight Company keeping his team in fighting shape. Truth getting the breaking point stacks. Max Green is going to go down. How about Zio is going to go down next? Truth just staying alive. Reflex at the aim will keep him alive just a second longer. Delphi, Ninja Dance over the top side. He'll find one. Old School dropping down incredibly low. Delphi's going to respect this, doesn't want to get in just yet. But where is Erica? Where is Starting? They've been fighting without these guys. And Starting looking for somebody. He's not going to find anybody because both the Tribe are able to teleport back. But in the meantime, Erica just taking down turrets in the top lane.
Yeah, Nova were able to push 2 turrets off of that fight. Honestly, it was great play coming out of Truth and Delphi down there in the bottom lane. It was a member advantage for the side of Tribe, but it was a power advantage for the side of Nova. They were able to make a beautiful rotation into the top lane of Erica and pick up another turret. That's extended their lead now to 9,000. Up until the 10-minute mark, Humanist, we were talking about how even the gold realistically was. The past couple minutes, Nova have taken a distinct advantage here, and now Erica might be looking to steal away a camp.
Dude, Erica looking to steal away a camp for sure. Honestly, playing super aggressively, and I'd love to see this.
Yeah, absolutely. Able to use the Netherform detonator to make the escape. Nova, they were obviously able to pick up the Ghost Wing off the back of that last fight as well. So you were talking about how Nova was really the underdog looking into this game, and right now they are looking strong. 7-4, 9,000 gold in favor. Looking at the builds, Delphi, he's got a 3-item spike here for the Idris. Starting all over, he's got the Spellfire, he's got the Shattered Glass. I'd like to see a Clockwork come through out of this build in the near future for him. He's got a little bit of Pierce, probably will be that Clockwork next, and that's really where this Kestrel can start to take off. He can stay in camo for basically ever, vision aside, so we'll have to see what they're able to do with that. But overall, Nova, they have been playing phenomenally this game.
Phenomenal play out of Nova, I've got to agree with you, and for me it just feels like it's going to come down to a positioning game. Of course, you got to block or make Finn miss these pulls, but also just positioning on Starting. Like, if he's positioning where they can't see him and he stays invisible, his life's going to be a lot easier. As he starts to move into an aggressive position, maybe he'll look to get a trap down and then pop it as the team walks in. This could be a huge stun here. Look at that! Pop it is Starting! Follow up on it! Come on, but see, he goes down. He's so squishy, but Old School, he'll go down to Erica on the back. Look at this damage coming out, but they've lost Delphi. They've lost Starting. Tribe. You got to survive through this burst. They've got 4, a 4v3 situation. Can they spread the damage out? They've done so thus far. Max Green trying to retreat back, but he's got to be on the front side of his team. Wants to win. Gabe, the last member, staying alive. They'll get pulled back and take it on down as the ace comes through for Nova. They'll take the Black Claw. They'll take whatever they want.
What an excellent play coming out of Nova there, starting with a beautiful 3-man active camo stun.
So
brought down the side of Tribe enough. Erica Kane able to Netherform detonate over onto Adagio. Dienzio was not able to survive any of the burst coming out of the spamming Aftershock from this Reza, and from there it was just a matter of time. Nova was able to pick up the kills. Delphi and Starting did fall, but the health bars being so low, just a couple Aftershock procs. 1, 2, 3, Erica Kane picks those kills up, and Nova now have Blackclaw marching down the lane. Their minion wave was able to take that top turret as well, so maintaining objective advantage here in this game over Tribe.
Maintaining dominance over Tribe. I'm fired up, dude. Like, honestly, if I'm Starting right now, I don't even care if I win the game, because you land a stun like that, you're just an automatic winner. So put that in the Guinness World Records. Armory gonna go ahead and go down, and Nova have a lot of control. Max on the front side for his team, taking too much damage. They'll block off the pool. Max stays alive. He should get back to the healing platform here. Delphi jumping in. He's dropping down incredibly low. Blackclaw still healthy here. Nova look like they are going to be doing it right now. 18 minutes in here. That's going to be the knockback. Gabe Bizzle doing everything he can. Phone a friend. You need some help right now. Tribe, they're taking almost everybody down. Starting, move on and get some glimmers. That's flashing on through. Kill the dragon. Tribe, it's how you win the game. Kill the dragon. Kill the dragon. Kill the dragon. Oh, the Vein Crystal will go down. In a race for the ages here, Nova gonna be taking victory over Tribe. What a game.
Yeah, great game coming between these two teams. In the end, Nova are the ones able to clean it up. You know, I feel like Tribe had a couple key moments where they made some good plays, they made some smart rotations, but in the end, Nova just executed better on some of the team fights, and they walk away with this victory.
Might be jogging away with the victory after that one. They probably still have some momentum going. With that, we'll go ahead and throw it over to the desk.
Hey, Munchables, how about those power rankings now, baby? Let's go, Nova. That's what I'm talking about. That was absolutely beautifully executed.
What a game. I don't think anyone would have expected Nova to